and today I am sharing with you all 4 fun facts about my children's book and about just some of the creative aspects and pieces that went into it. And so if you haven't seen my children's book, it was published through Friesen Press Publishing so not this past fall, but the fall before that. So 2019, it's been out since 2019 in the fall. And I did all the illustrations for this book, which are 19 canvas paintings. If you're curious for more about the book, you can feel free to check out at All the Things You Could Be, and that's my book page here on Facebook. And the interesting part about this book, so the first fact that I desired to share with you all is that this book I actually was inspired, this creation was inspired by my own life story. And it's really about how you can, in life, let me see if I can get the pictures in there. In life, you can really be anything that you choose to be. And for me, for some of you who may or may not know, I worked as a registered nurse for 12 years. I got my nursing degree I graduated in 2005. And hi, Annalise. Thanks for the love. And so, yeah, nursing was interesting for me. It was a way for me to care, as that's obviously one of the aspects that makes me me, and to serve and to help people. These are parts of the energies that make me me. And then I got to a point in my career with nursing that I just wasn't simply seeing the possibilities, the space for me to grow and expand. And also some of my own truths felt like they were not in alignment with the medical paradigm. And I was really moving into more holistic healing, and became certified in so many different healing things and modalities, techniques. And then also around the same time, my creativity was getting sparked again. And for some of you who also may not know, I almost went to art school, actually. After I graduated high school, I went and toured the Calgary School of Art, and it was sort of like a toss up. Do I do nursing? Do I do art? And so this book is simply a reminder that, you can be anything that you choose to be. You can be a musician, you can be an astronaut, you can be a teacher, you can be whatever. And what is the most important thing is to be you and keep following your truth and your joy, and to also recognize that, things can change and shift, and it's okay. And it's okay to simply keep also asking, what are the energies that make me me? So again, for me, nursing and being a nurse was one way that I could be, again, caring and serving and helping others. And I also get to do that in my holistic healing practice as well. And then it talks about, some different energies, like exploring. Maybe you love exploring. Maybe you're creative and you're always creating something new and different. And so that is the first fun fact. The first fun fact is that this book was really inspired by my own journey, about how, again, I went to school, did the nursing thing, and also how it showed me so many different I guess it inspired me in different ways, and then to keep, again, following and growing and expanding into more things and more energies of who I be. And so that is fun fact number 1. And fun fact number 2, I have a little cheat sheet because I just roughly wrote out my 4 fun facts. Okay, so fact number 2 is that, yes, originally I was not going to do these illustrations. Originally, I had reached out to my beautiful cousin Alana, and for those of you who may or may not know as well, she wrote an amazing book that is helping. It's very supportive for anyone who's experienced child loss, and I will share the information, her book link as well here in her book page. And so her, just knowing her and her experience through her publishing her own children's book, I reached out, and because I just didn't know where to start. I was like, I had this book written, I had the words, and I was in the midst of, do I, like, I reached out to her, and I knew that she had some amazing illustrations in her book. And so I was curious. I asked who she had gone with, and and she had gone with an illustrator who I'll also mention in here because she's amazing, Katie Berggren. And so just through those two channels, I reached out to these beautiful, beautiful ladies, and they were so contributing and basically mentoring. They were both so supportive for me in just giving me some information about what worked for them, and then I was able to choose what was going to work for me. And ultimately, I got myself out of my own way and chose to do my own illustrations for my book. And I'm happy that it worked out. And again, I'm going to drop Katie's information here as well. She's a brilliant, brilliant artist as well. And so that is fun fact number 2 about this book. I'll show you another little illustration there. And fact number 3 is that basically, how did I even come up with the images for the book? So that's another thing. Well, the word sort of guided me. For instance, this one, the first page that says you could be an astronaut and fly to the moon. So, that being said, I knew there was going to be an astronaut and a moon and things like that, space, on this page. And when it comes to creating, so part of me intuitively creating is recognizing too that everything has a consciousness. So what I'm creating with has a consciousness. The art pieces that I'm creating have a consciousness. The canvas already has a consciousness. And so when I create with it and actually engage with it, then it just became so much more ease for me to create, as I would say, okay, canvas, where would you like the astronaut to be? And then my body would also guide me, like, is it going to be here? I literally point to an area. Nope, it's not going to be there. My body would, with muscle testing and using my own heavy and light tools and different tools that I have intuitively, I could say, oh, I guess the astronaut's going to be here. And then as far as like, just that's how I created with, that's how I create. With many of my creations, I engage with whatever the creation is and ask it and commune with it and receive information intuitively through my body. Like I said, if it feels light, for instance, is this going to be a girl on this page? Is this going to be a boy on this page? Like I would ask, the canvas to show me. Thank you so much, Donna. And so yeah, I would just ask the canvas, canvas, show me, is this a boy or a girl here? Oh, I guess it's going to be a girl on this page, and show me some more. And then I would just, and also I had a few rough sketches drawn up before, so I sort of have a bit of a guide. And then, also creating that the same way. And what else I can tell you? Oh yeah, and then there just happens to be like animals on every page, which is really kind of fun. So I started noticing that there was animals, and I just desired to carry that theme through. So then on each page I was like, okay, show me, universe, and then I would also get an image in my mind. Show me what animal is going to be on this page, and then it's like, oh, there's going to be an eagle here. Okay, cool. Where does the eagle want to be? And that's how I created. All 19 canvases for this book was all just intuitively inspired and created in that way. And that was really fun. So it made it much more ease and joy for me. And also, the number 4, I guess I'm on number 4 fact already. Number 4 fact is I was at the point where I had the canvases done, and then I was like, well, thank you so much, Donna, as well. And so I was like, okay, now I have all these canvases. Now what? How am I going to get these canvases uploaded to my publisher, Friesen Press? Well, I had some different options. I could have taken each canvas to a store, basically, where they do. Sorry, I'm going to have to sip my tea. Dry mouth. And so I could have taken my canvases and got them scanned, and it's called a Giclée scan. I don't even know if I'm actually saying that right. So any of you artists, did I even say that correctly? Giclée. Anyways, I've had some of my other paintings turned into, basically they can scan it in a really high definition so that it still holds the art color and everything. It's very true to what it actually is. It's like a very high quality scan. And so I could have chosen to do that. For some reason, it did not feel like to me. It just felt heavy. And so I was like, okay, universe, what else is possible? I wonder, show me. And then I just began to ask questions like, show me, how else can I get these pictures uploaded to for this? And I just asked the question. I let the universe do its thing, do its magic. And as it always does when I ask the question, okay, what else is possible? How does it get any better than this? Show me, universe. And I was actually in the shower where I get much of my inspiration. And I don't know about you, but I get inspiration in the shower. So I was in the shower and I heard the name Leanne. Leanne who? And it was like, Leanne Egan. Okay, this is my friend. Okay, what about her? And then I heard the message, she's going to do the pictures for your book. And I was like, okay, but she does photography. She does a lot of beautiful nature photography, which again, I'll drop her information here as well. And, but I don't think she's ever done like pictures for a kid's book. So I wonder. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to get myself out of my way with this and I'm going to reach out to her. So I did. I messaged her and I was like, hey, the weirdest thing happened. I was in the shower asking questions about my book and your name popped up. And I wonder if you would be interested in taking some pictures of my book and then I can upload them to the publisher. And she was like, absolutely, Leanne, I would love to. And neither one of us again had, done this before. And we were willing to play in the space of possibilities with it. And I'm really grateful. I'm so grateful for Leanne for doing this, and I'm just grateful for how they turned out and the quality of the pictures, and it's amazing. It's amazing how the universe responds when we begin to ask questions. And so that's actually all the 4 tips that I desired to share with you all today. And how does it get any better? And so hopefully this was helpful for you if maybe you are looking to create something, or you're already, maybe it's a kid's book, maybe it's something else, and you're in the phase of putting it together, or whatever it is, whatever phase it is that you're in. I guess the top few takeaways from this video would be to simply ask questions, be curious, reach out to people that that might have done something similar. If you're needing just some extra inspiration and ideas, because the thing is, you're obviously not going to do something that somebody else has done. You're going to do it your way. And the brilliant part about having mentors and people around in your corner is that they've been there, and so they can just simply be an extra perspective and offer some new possibilities. And it doesn't mean that you have to use those possibilities. It can mean you can shift and move in your own direction. And sometimes it's just really, really nice to have those amazing support people. And I was so grateful for those individuals with this creation, with this book. And so what else do I have to say about that? A couple other things, I guess. Again, I'm going to drop those names down below so that if you are interested, I will let you know. And the book page, at All the Things You Could Be. And some people ask, well, who is this? What age group is the book for? The book is really geared toward, I'd say, probably preschool age to maybe 10 years old. And I've had adults buy the book and say that it was super inspiring for them, and for really any age. And my best friend, who is a high school teacher, read this book to her grade 12 students, and they were super inspired. And it just goes to show that sometimes we can have these ideas or expectations or thoughts about who are niche audiences or whatever, and it's like, what if we could ask, like, I wonder what else is possible, and I wonder who else is looking for this, and who else I could inspire with this, and what are the infinite possibilities today. And so with that, I will say so long. And if you are interested in more, any of the things that I create, from coaching sessions to my book, obviously, to art that I do commission pieces, and I'm trying to think what else I do. I do healing sessions as well, though I'm not currently open for healing sessions at this moment. And many ways that you can connect and play with me and play in the space of possibilities. And for all the updates on that, feel free to message me and just let me know your email address, and I'd love to add you to my newsletter where I can share more updates and all the goodies and all the things that are happening. So Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for you and wishing you a beautiful day filled with infinite possibilities. Bye for now, friends.